Hey everyone, Nick here and welcome back to Gamerjoob, and welcome back to our Five Nights at Freddy's character concept series. So in today's video, the character looking into is Kung Fu Cory Bear. So we're going to this character's backstory, gameplay mechanics, and all that good stuff. Before we do any of that, do be sure to leave a like and also subscribe to Gamerjoob, as it helps a lot and it's greatly appreciated. It also keeps you up to date with the videos that we post. Alrighty, well with that all out of the way, let's get into the character concept of Kung Fu Cory Bear. So, previously in our Five Nights at Freddy's character concept series, we've looked into all the characters from the YouTuber Pizzeria. Each and every character is based on a popular YouTuber that loves Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Each of these YouTubers were immortalized into an animatronic version of themselves. But as fun and happy as the YouTuber Pizzeria looks, there's been some very strange occurrences happening. Everything points to a mystery animatronic that is somehow affecting each of the other characters. Soon the mystery will be solved and this character will be revealed. But now we come to the next character at the pizzeria. And this next character is Kung Fu Cory Bear. Kung Fu Cory is modelled after the famous YouTuber Cory Kenshin. This Kung Fu Bear is quite the special character. He was given a traditional samurai gi, headband, and katana. The katana was blunt of course. Although he could wield a real sharpened one, the sword he carried day to day was very dull. So the area that Kung Fu Cory was in charge of was the Kenshin Dojo. This was a special place where Kung Fu Cory Bear would teach all the children different types of martial arts. The classes that he taught were all about being active and having fun. But when it came to Kung Fu Cory, his programming and overall design was a little different. Despite being all for show, Cory could actually defend himself and others from any threats that may be present. Considering Fazbear Entertainment's shady past and the disappearance of multiple children, the company thought it would be best to design an animatronic that can fight back. Alongside his kung fu fighting skills, he also had a built-in danger sensor. His databanks were filled with all the known criminals in the area and facial recognition software. So if any of the guests were in danger, Kung Fu Cory would be able to take care of the situation. So Cory Bear didn't have a role up on stage in the YouTuber band. But instead, he had his own show, and this was the Kenshin Katana Show. This is where Kung Fu Cory would display his skills with his katana. This was the only time where the workers would place a real sharpened katana in his hands. He was programmed to slice through multiple tatami mats and many other objects. The crowd always enjoyed the Kenshin Katana Show. And when it was finished, the workers made sure to take the real katana out of his hands. But it would be pretty confusing, considering that they both look identical. So overall, Kung Fu Cory Bear was a great success at the YouTuber Pizzeria. But despite his skills and ability to fight, this didn't spare him from an unfortunate incident with the mystery animatronic. So one night when Kung Fu Cory was set into free roam mode, he was wandering around the Kenshin Dojo. He was admiring all the samurai mempo masks that were hung up for decoration. These masks were always Cory's favourite, but suddenly Kung Fu Cory's danger sensor went off. It's never been this high before. There must be a high-level criminal in the close vicinity, but no one was there. It was just Kung Fu Cory and himself in the dojo. But something must be in here with him. At the last second, Kung Fu Cory sensed something right behind him. He quickly turned around and sliced it with his sword. And a blue animatronic hand fell to the ground. Kung Fu Cory only had his blunt sword on him at the moment, but it was enough to roughly snap off the animatronic's hand. Kung Fu Cory has never seen this character before, and he has no idea who or what it is. And even if he did, he couldn't remember. The withered animatronic just laid there on the ground. Kung Fu Cory went to deliver the final blow with his sword. And all of a sudden his sword vanished into thin air. What on earth happened to it? One second it was there, and another it was gone. But before Kung Fu Cory could do anything, the animatronic attacked. After all was said and done, Kung Fu Cory wasn't looking so good. This animatronic left his body withered and worn, and it tore off his entire faceplate. But for some reason, the mystery animatronic had no influence over Kung Fu Cory. Maybe it was his danger sensor that protected him from being corrupted. But there was one thing that he was sure of. If this thing attacked him and his fellow animatronics, then it would surely be after the night guard next. Kung Fu Cory couldn't allow for this to happen. He was designed to protect, and that's exactly what he was going to do. He grabbed one of the samurai masks off the wall and placed it on his face. He grabbed the real sharpened katana from the storage room, and now he was ready for battle. He swore he wouldn't use his sword on his fellow animatronics, but he would stop them from harming the night guard either way. But if Kung Fu Cory ever saw that animatronic again, he would slice them in two. So now let's get into the gameplay segment of the video. As always, the gameplay loop is based on the classic Fnaf formula of observation and management. So now, this time, the player has a powerful ally on their side. They could use Kung Fu Cory in a number of ways to help them get through the night. They could place him in an area to hold a character still, or use him to barge one of the characters out of the way from the door. But they would need to use Kung Fu Cory sparingly, because his activation meter would take a while to fill back up. He can definitely be of great use to the player, but they also need to keep Kung Fu Cory safe as well. If they see on the cameras that there's more than he can handle, they would need to move him to another area. Because if the player loses track of where he is and gets defeated, then it would be game over. So I think that Kung Fu Cory Bear would be another great addition to the YouTuber Pizzeria. The fact that Cory Kenshin is in the new Fnaf movie is awesome enough, but his many gameplay videos and general love for the Fnaf series has landed him a spot in our character roster. But as to who the next character will be, we'll just have to wait and see. Alrighty everyone, that's what we have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribing, as it helps a lot and it's greatly appreciated. As always, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of Kung Fu Cory Bear and what you'd like to see going forward. Also, do be sure to let me know what your theories are on the YouTuber Pizzeria. What do you think's going on, and what do you think's going to happen in the end? Also, the reveal of the mystery animatronic is almost upon us, so get excited and stay tuned. Alrighty everyone, well, thanks for watching yet another Five Nights at Freddy's character concept series video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. 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 The mystery animatronic. Matronic.